Hello, my loves. Welcome in to this full moon in Virgo's readings introduction. It's lovely to have you here. For those who are new, hello and welcome in. If you want to learn more about how to make the most out of these readings, there is a tutorial video that I'm inviting you into. It's not necessary, but it is there for you if you want to learn more about how to really process this information that's coming through and understand more of where I'm coming from in these offerings. For those who are not new, hello and welcome back in. I hope you guys know how much of a pleasure it is for me to be able to serve you in this way, to be able to join you on this amazing journey that we are on together as we celebrate our own astrology and get guidance from our support team with the cycles that are going on in the greater solar system. So, if you want to support me, there's many ways to do that. Simply commenting, sharing, engaging with this material is a great way to support me. If you want to support me with a financial contribution, I accept donations at devotedandvulnerable.com paypal.me/devotedvulnerable. Link is in the description. And I also have a website, devotedandvulnerable.com/services. I offer card readings and I offer chart readings. So you can reach out to me there and I can offer you a personalized reading if that feels good to you. So let's talk about full moon energy. The full moon is this beautiful vibration of celebration. It's the culmination point, the fullest expression of this moon energy. And so a full moon always happens in the sign that's opposite wherever the sun is right now. So the solar sign right now is Pisces, and Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. So whereas Pisces is this mutable water sign that happens when we're changing from winter to spring, Virgo is a mutable earth sign, which happens as we change from summer to fall. And so they represent the opposite sides of the zodiac wheel, both mutable signs, both yin signs, very feminine in their vibration and nature, but they represent different opposite sides of the spectrum. So Virgo as a sign is what we are focusing on with this full moon because it is being illuminated, it is being expanded, it is at a culmination point, the fullest moon expression of this energy. And so Virgo energy is, like I said, mutable earth. Mutable energy is changeable energy because it represents the change of the seasons. So mutable earth is like physical energy, physical expression, because earth represents the physical world. So it's materials, it's physicality, and it's the ability to change physical energies. It's represented by the maiden, which is usually seen sorting through wheat, sorting through the harvest and saying, oh, this is something we can give back to the earth to be tilled back into the soil and create a new crop. And this is a crop that we can keep throughout the winter. That's kind of this analytical energy that Virgo is known for. It's very observant, precise, helpful, it's reliable, and it's also very logical. So as we are in this full Virgo energy, we're going to be in our readings focusing on celebrating logic in the area of our life that this full moon is occurring. So here's a little guide for you to figure out which reading you're going to watch that aligns for you. This is based on the whole house system and on your rising sign. So if you don't know your rising sign or you use a different house system, you're going to be looking for 16 degrees, 40 minutes of Virgo if you're using a different house system. Whichever house that degree point shows up for you, you'll watch that reading. But if you don't know your rising sign or you don't know where that degree point of Virgo is for you and you use a different house system, I have a tutorial on how to enter all that information in on astro.com. If none of that made sense to you, but you do know your rising sign, here's your little chart that I created. Now, these graphics are created by me. It's a color coding and a shading system that I developed in order to represent each of the 12 signs in their element and in their modality. So you see the Virgo risings are represented by this shaded or striped green energy. Green is earth, vibration, red is fire, blue is water, and yellow is air. The filled in shading is representing the fixed signs, and the open shading, just the outline, represents the cardinal signs. So you'll look here for your rising sign, and then whatever house it's associated with, that's the reading that you'll watch. Okay, so you can pause this video if you need to take more time with this graphic. And let me know if you have questions. Let me know after you've watched that tutorial video on how to find your birth information on astro.com. If you have questions, I'll be happy to guide you to the right video. So our intention is going to be a celebration for logic that you have in whichever house your Virgo energy is in, which again is determined by the rising sign here. So we're going to be going to the Goddess Power Oracle by Collette Baron-Reid to get this understanding. And I'll specify in each of the readings what the house represents in the area of your life that we're celebrating this logical energy before we get the card reading. Let me tap in here and see if I have covered everything. I really think I have. Oh, let's talk a little bit about the cycle. So, there she is. The cycle of these readings. So these readings are relevant from when the moon is full on March 7th at 7:40 in the morning Eastern Standard Time till the next full moon, which happens on April 6th. So when I'm talking about advice for this month, this means this lunar month, this lunar cycle. So you can take this advice and keep it with you and apply it in celebrating this logic in whatever area of your life we're going to be focusing on, determined by your house, determined by your rising sign. The advice is going to be valid and relevant for an entire month. All right, my loves, let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.